Welcome, 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 everybody. Appreciate everybody coming in on this beautiful. It's supposed to be the coolest day of the week. We geared that up for everybody, so we'll see how that goes. We're gonna have just a couple of speakers here today. My name is John Page. I'm president of Extant. We have Congressman Herodopoulos. He's going to be speaking a little bit. We'll have Thad Altman from the County Council, and Mimi Hanley a little bit later too from the City Council. But I just want to, good morning everybody. It's a pleasure to celebrate this big day and this exciting milestone with everybody, not only for Extant, but for Brevard County and Florida and the Florida Space Coast here. We break ground on a remarkable investment here. This is a 376,000 square foot building representing more than $75 million in capital investment in Melbourne. So it's exciting. When it's fully operational, we're going to have several hundred employees here, right here in Melbourne, and that's worth celebrating. But groundbreakings are exciting because they represent more than concrete and steel. It's confidence in our community, it's confidence in our workforce, confidence in our industry, but most importantly, confidence in the future of growth right here in Melbourne and Brevard and in Florida. In fact, the story today did not start today. It started over 60 years ago with Symmetrix Electronics starting over in Melbourne, making electronics that changed markets throughout the aerospace industry for many years. And in 2012, Symmetrix sold out to a company called Extant. And Extant joined us in 2012, defining what would become Extant Aerospace. And it made us something greater. We became a leader in sustaining technology in mature aerospace products. And so what we do that is through strategic licensing, buying old products from different companies. Now, Extant, the word extant actually means to extend life. It's the opposite of extinct. We extend the life of commercial and defense aerospace products for our warfighters around the world. Since 2012, we've had over 50 acquisitions of different licensed products that we make, and we have these licensing agreements, and we produce today over 6,000 parts right here in Melbourne over by the airport for the aerospace and defense companies around the world. In 2018, we were acquired by TransDigm Group, and we've continued to invest in Melbourne and Brevard County ever since. What's impressive about Extant, what I like about it most, is that we build a reputation not simply on quality and ensuring critical aerospace systems, but we do perform safely and reliably like we have for many, many decades. In an industry where reliability matters, like the aerospace industry, we become a trusted partner with our customers throughout the world. That work requires people, okay? It requires engineers, technicians, assembly professionals, supply chain professionals, quality specialists, program managers, veterans, and young professionals beginning their careers. Every one of them contributes to the success we celebrate today. The additional jobs that will be created by this building will expand and provide opportunities for family right here in Brevard and right here in Melbourne, and help boost Florida's most important high-tech sectors, the aerospace industry. These are the kinds of careers that build strong communities. They provide meaningful work. And this project sends an important message beyond this area. Other companies look at what we're investing in Melbourne and Brevard County, and they choose to invest with us because they see the magnitude of this investment. $75 million says that Brevard County has the infrastructure, the workforce, the educational partnerships, and the business climate needed to support growth. It says Florida continues to be one of the best places to invest anywhere in the country for innovation, manufacturing, and the global aerospace economy. But this doesn't happen by accident. It happens because of partnerships. Partnerships between industry and local government, which you see here today, between economic development organizations and private investment, and between dedicated public servants and visionary business leaders. Today's groundbreaking is a result of those partnerships working together on a common goal, and that's to drive business here in Brevard and the Melbourne economy. To everyone who helped us make this project possible, thank you very much. To TransDigm's leadership, thank you for believing in Brevard County and continue to invest in this community. To our employees, thank you very much for your expertise, dedication, and craftsmanship that's built this business over the last 6 decades. To our elected officials, our community partners, contractors, architects, engineers, and everyone who played a role, thank you very much for helping us turn this vision into reality. And years from now, when people speed very rapidly down John Road, they'll pass this facility and they'll say, wow, another successful business. But for those of us who are here today sweating, you'll remember there was a vision. It was a vision built upon 60 years of experience and excellence, a vision strengthened by continued investment, and a vision that recognizes extraordinary future ahead for Extant and for the aerospace industry in Brevard County. So our groundbreaking is not the end of the journey, as we know. It's the beginning of an exciting new chapter for Extant, one that will bring new jobs, new opportunities here in this community. And I want to congratulate everyone at Extant on this tremendous event and milestone. We look forward to watching this facility rise from the ground and celebrate many more years of success together. So I want to thank you, I want to congratulate everybody, and let's get building. That's where we are today. Thank you very much. So I'd like to bring up, thank you. I'd like to bring up Congressman Paradopoulos to say a few words about this industry and where we are today. Congressman?
Thank you so much.
Thanks, John.
I'll get you out of the way here.
Fantastic. Well, good morning. It is great to be back home in Florida, where it's actually hotter in Washington, D.C., believe it or not, than it is here. It was 105 this weekend as we celebrated America's 250th birthday, and I hope everyone stayed up late to watch the fireworks and really celebrate not just the past, but more importantly, as John said perfectly today, the future of America and Brevard County. You know, all of us who lived here for a long time know that just a few years ago, we were wondering what the future of Brevard might be. When the shuttle was shut down in 2011, we thought, are we going to have another downturn like we saw when the Apollo program went away? And those of us who lived in Brevard County in this time period and later, we wondered what that future might hold. But what we did here in Brevard County is that we offered incentives and we created public-private partnerships here and around the state and really around the country to say that Florida is open for business. We wanted to make sure that Extant and so many other companies around the world knew that Florida was the place of opportunity, an amazing workforce, and the idea that we will offer you certainty and stability. We're not going to raise your taxes, we're not going to create crazy regulations, and we're going to make it where it's actually harder to sue people in the state. And that is what has created an incredible economic boom in our state. And the good news is that we want to make Washington, D.C. a lot more like Florida. So you create those opportunities and freedoms and what Extant talked about. And I appreciate what John talked about in the past. All the amazing relationships that were possible so your company could grow and create this amazing facility. 376,000 square feet, going from approximately 200 plus jobs to around 400 jobs. And that transforms people's lives. Think about all the engineers and the technicians and the machinists that are going to have a job now right here in Brevard County. And by the way, I think a lot of us could live anywhere in the country. We choose to live here for all the amazing reasons, whether it be lagoon or going surfing. So it's a great place to grow up and now also to work. And talking about that transition we made in 2011 to this new industry, think about it. Many years ago, people laughed at Elon Musk when he said they're going to create commercial space. What has happened since? They just got valued at $1.75 trillion. And the real world of, as far as space expanding, is the sense that it costs now 95% less to put a pound into space than it did many years ago. That's transformative. And when Starship comes here in just a few months, it'll get that price down even more. And what that means to Brevard County and the Space Coast is a heck of a lot more jobs. And as my kids grew up in this community, a lot of people said, oh, you got to leave Brevard County to get those high-paying jobs. Now they're right here. And you don't have to just go to college. One of the programs we work with Governor DeSantis and of course the federal government is that we made sure that when you graduate from high school, you can actually have certification. So those machinists, technicians can go to work, whether it be at Extant or many of our companies right here on the Space Coast. And so I can't thank John and John enough for being here today, making this $75 million investment in our community. And again, the lives that will be transformed, and the idea that people can work and play here in Brevard County, making good wages and contributing to our community. And one of the partnerships that really make this possible, and what we really believe in Washington today, as opposed to maybe a few years ago, is that we need to have partnerships. We need to work with our local government and our city government so that we create really a network where people know that we are business friendly. And there are two folks here today, I know they're going to talk in a minute, but I really want to express my appreciation to our county commissioners, led today by Thad Altman, and of course Mimi Hanley. I'm not sure she's made it here yet. There's Mimi, okay. These are the partnerships we need. You know, the government should be there to help you, not create more obstacles in your way. And I think that's why I love what's called the federal system of government. In the end, we're competing with 50 states. And it says a lot that they're investing $75 million here instead of maybe some other places, because they know this is a great place to, again, raise a family and run a business where you know that the government is going to be trying to assist you grow those business as opposed to putting hurdles in your way. And so I could not be more excited about today, as you can probably tell. And I didn't even have a cup of coffee yet, so I'm really excited about it. This is fantastic. Well, and as the chairman of the Space Committee in Congress, it is so exciting to see what's happening today. I mean, just a few months ago, we saw 4 astronauts go around the moon for the first time since 1972. And probably in about 2 years, we'll be landing back on the moon. And a few years after that, we're going to have people living on the moon. And I would not be surprised that in the next 20 years, we're going to go off to Mars. And that is an exciting thing. So that means new technologies and innovations and more jobs in our community, because this is the place where it all comes together in the space industry. And Extant is a vital partner as they work not just, of course, in our space industry, but our military, providing the parts for the F-16 and so many parts. And with my son being in the Air Force, I'm glad you're doing the work. So I want to say thank you for everyone being here this morning. It is a symbol that Brevard County is continuing to grow and our best days are ahead. And I want to thank John and the team here at Extant for allowing me to come by and celebrate this success and really put not only Brevard on the map, but show that once again, Brevard is the place we're launching into the future. Thank you so much and have a great morning.